In 2004, I expect to be campaigning for the re-election of President George W. Bush, and by 2008, I think I might be ready to go down to the old soldiers' home and await the cavalry charge there.
Well, I'm very honored and humbled to have the opportunity to receive the endorsement of the President of the United States, a man who I have great admiration, respect, and affection.
Americans want a respectful campaign.
Sure.
They do. They want it. Now, people say, well, negative ads move numbers. They may. But do we have to go to the lowest common denominator? I don't think so.
Flyers fans, please welcome the best-known hockey mom in the United States, accompanied by former Flyer Brian Crown and the children Willow and Piper. Governor of Alaska, Sarah
Palin. I think the pick was made for political purposes, but in terms of governance, it's a disaster. You do the actuary tables, you know, there's a 1 out of 3 chance, if not more, that McCain doesn't survive his first term, and it'll be President Palin. It's like a really bad Disney movie, you know, the hockey mom, you know, oh, I'm just a hockey mom from Alaska, and she's the president, and it's like she's facing down Vladimir Putin, and, you know, using the, you know, the folksy stuff she learned at the hockey, you know, rink, you know, it's just, it's absurd. It's a really terrifying possibility. The fact that we've gotten this far and we're that close to this being a reality is crazy. I need to know if she really thinks dinosaurs were here 4,000 years ago. That's an important, I want to know that, I really do, because she's going to have the nuclear codes.
Can they not see that she's basically learned certain speeches? But it's like a nice-looking parrot, because the parrot speaks beautifully and kind of says, all shucks, every now and again.
I betcha darn right it was the predator lenders. Say it ain't so, Joe, doggone it.
But doesn't really have any understanding of the meaning of the words that it is producing. And the extraordinary thing is that so many people are taken in by it. And the truth is that Sarah Palin is no way good enough. And she's running as the partner of a 72-year-old cancer survivor. I mean, Monty Python could have written this.
If John McCain wins, this woman will be one 72-year-old's heartbeat away from being President of the United States. And if that doesn't scare the hell out of you, it should.
There is a fine line between a smear campaign and an incitement to violence. And if Senator McCain and Governor Palin had not previously crossed it this week, today even, they most certainly did. Our fifth story on the countdown to tonight's second presidential debate, by all but calling Senator Obama himself a terrorist, by inciting the crowds at McCain-Palin rallies to yell, and this is only what reporters have been able to hear, quote, kill him,
off with his head,
terrorist, and treason. The message that the Republican nominee for the highest office in this land has approved makes Willie Horton or the Swift boat ads seem quaint and almost respectable.
If you call someone a terrorist or off with his head, most people would consider that hate speech, Bill.
It is hate speech.
Ugly, divisive, dangerous words directed at a man who, for the time being, stands as the front-running candidate for the highest office in the land.
The McCain campaign operates on 3 levels. It operates on the above-board level that you saw in the debates last night. It operates in some very tough advertising. All of the McCain ads are negative, all of them. And then there's this other world down there, which occasionally the McCain campaign has to issue a statement of condemnation of, but which they know darn well is deep in the psyche of America, and they're going to plumb the depths of it, or allow those depths to be plumbed between now and Election Day, because they're going to make this connection. They're going to say Barack Obama is comfortable around terrorists, i.e. the retired terrorist bomber Bill Ayers. And because we face Islamic fundamentalist terrorism in the world, that makes a guy named Barack Hussein Obama not someone we can trust as president.
McCain camp is playing the association game for all it is worth.
Obama's blind ambition. When convenient, he worked with terrorist Bill Ayers. When discovered, he lied.
I'm John McCain, and I approve this message.
One of Barack Obama's earliest supporters is Bill Ayers, a domestic terrorist. Domestic terrorist. The known domestic terrorist. Unrepentant domestic terrorist. Domestic terrorist. Domestic terrorist.
Because William Ayers was an unrepentant terrorist.
Part of a group that, quote, launched a campaign of bombings that would target the Pentagon and our U.S. Capitol, our United States Capitol. Obama held one of his first meetings of his political career in Bill Ayers' home. In the guy's living room? In the living room of a domestic terrorist? Of a domestic terrorist? Of a domestic terrorist? Our opponent is someone who sees America as imperfect enough to pal around with terrorists, domestic terrorists who targeted their own country, targeted his own country.
Who is the real Barack Obama?
We're scared of an Obama presidency. I'm concerned about someone that cohorts with domestic terrorists such as Ayers.
Obama-Ayers connection. What more do you have to say?
He's related to a known terrorist, for one. He is friends with a terrorist of this country.
He must support terrorists. You know, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it must be a duck. And that, to me, is Obama.
That guy gets elected, he hangs around with terrorists.
Who's the terrorist?
Obama.
This guy is a one-man terrorist cell.
Obama's a terrorist, don't you know that?
Obama's a Muslim, he's a terrorist himself.
Do you really believe that, sir? Do you really believe that? Do you believe that Senator Obama is a terrorist?
I believe he supports terrorism.
Obama will change into Osama.
Obama, Osama, friends are one and the same. Yeah, Obama bin Laden, president. We need a Muslim president.
He's got the bloodlines.
What does that mean?
Just think about it. Look at the name.
We want to vote for somebody with a name like Barack Hussein Obama. Well, why are we electing an Arab when we're at war with Iraq and Iran?
He's not American or for American, so I don't see him as leading America. I see him more as an Arab.
I can't trust Obama. I have read about him, and he's an Arab.
This is little Hussein. Little Hussein wanted to see truth and good Americans.
Barack Hussein Obama. Barack Hussein Obama. Barack Hussein Obama.
The ambassador of change, Barack Hussein Obama.
Be Hussein Obama. Be Hussein Obama. Be Hussein Obama. President. Be Hussein Obama.
Why do you keep emphasizing his middle name as if you're trying to associate him
because I
with
think
Saddam
it's funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's three types of people in our country today. There's people that make things happen, there's people that watch things happen, and there are people that wonder what happened. On November 4th, let's leave Barack Hussein Obama wondering what happened.
If the people in uniform talk like that, what do the criminals have to have on their mind?
Now, if there is a problem with the middle name, and if apparently some people, and I'm assuming it's the Obama camp, are so offended, then perhaps he should have considered changing his name. I mean, he is a Harvard lawyer, by the way.
I'm afraid if he wins, the black will take over. It's not a Christian. This is a Christian nation. What is our country going to end up like?
When you've got a Negro running for president, you need a first stringer. He's definitely a second stringer.
He seems like a sheep or a wolf in sheep's clothing, to be honest with you. And I believe Palin, she's filled with the Holy Spirit, and I believe she's going to bring honesty and integrity to the White House.
You could have your Tiger Woods. We've got Senator McCain.
There's always a fringe element that's in politics in America. The overwhelming majority of the people that come to my rallies are good and decent and patriotic Americans. And to somehow intimate that the overwhelming majority of those people, with rare exception, are somehow not good Americans or motivated by anything but the most patriotic motives is insulting. And I won't accept that insult. I'm proud of my supporters. I'm proud of the people that come. I'm proud of those veterans who have served their country, that come to my rallies and fire me up. I love them. And for anybody to intimate that the overwhelming 99 and 99% is anything but patriotic and good Americans is frankly unacceptable, and I won't stand for it.
There are some things to respect and honor about you, Senator McCain, but on this, you are not only a fraud, sir, but you are tacitly inciting lunatics to violence. If you want to again grandstand and suspend your campaign, here is your big chance, sir. Suspend your campaign now until you or somebody else gets some control over it, and it ceases to be a clear and present danger to the peace of this nation.